Taped from New Jersey, it's the SNL Nerds, isn't it? It's the show where two blokes from New Jersey nerd out about Saturday Night Live. All my co-hosts, Darren Patterson and I.
And I'm your co-host, John Trump.
Yeah! I love it. that was okay, right?
No, well, that was hilarious because you were intentionally pulling back your horrible British accent to try and make it sound more acceptable.
Yeah.
It was funny in that.
Yeah, listeners, I made the mistake because I always look. Listeners and fans will know. Like I love doing the British impression, the accent.
Yeah.
From time to time on this podcast. Well, the other day I made the mistake of actually recording myself and listening back to myself, and to my chagrin, I heard like, "Oh, this isn't as good as I thought it was. I thought it was killing it this whole time, and it's barely passable."
It's like Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins, and then several notches below that is you.
Yes,
your British accent.
I'm Dick Van Dyke's stand-in.
Right.
Yeah. So that was me. Like, that was me really trying. That was me really just putting in the work, putting in a British accent for you, the good people.
And that's what made it so damn funny.
I'm sweating here. I'm sweating.
So, as you might expect from this rather unusual intro, this week we're covering the premiere episode of SNL UK, the new British version of Saturday Night Live. So
I mean, this is
going to be interesting to see how this works.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that's been in the works for a while now, and they have SNL in other countries as well. I believe that there's one in Korea, and there's been adaptations in like Japan and Spain and Italy, but like this is the first time. Oh, Quebec as well, but yeah, this is the first time they've done it in the UK on the Sky Network, and it's like and it has like Lawrence Blessing, and he's like a producer on it. So this is like an official. Yeah, there's like an official version of SNL across the pond.
Yeah. So very unusual, It's very interesting, and it struck me when I was like getting ready to watch this. I was like, this is like the first time, and I don't know how long, where I've watched an episode of SNL and I didn't know who any of the cast members were beforehand.
Yeah.
Because SNL, like ever since 1995, it's been sort of like this gradual turnover of people. And even when the last time Lauren did a near complete makeover of the cast, he still carried over a few people like Mark McKinney and Norm Macdonald and David Spade and Tim Meadows.
Mm-hmm.
I may be forgetting one or two in that, but yeah, here, I mean, it was completely new to me. I don't know if everybody on this was new to you.
Everybody on it was just brand spanking new to me. I mean, just because with British comedy, I mean, I grew up with it. I do enjoy it. I'm a fan of British comedy, but I will admit I haven't been, as far as like modern day British comedy goes, I haven't really been keeping up with it. I think that the most recent British sitcom or show I was into was maybe, I don't know, Spaced, the one with Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg, or I mean, Absolutely Fabulous. That's pretty old at this point. But yeah, like I haven't seen anything really recent, so like I'm not super familiar with, new up and coming like British comedians or sitcoms. Like the whole British comedy landscape is alien to me, which is exciting too. Like I feel like this must be how people back in '75 must have felt when they were watching SNL for the first time, where people were like, "Who's this Belushi? Who's that? Gilda Radner? What?" So like, it's almost that same excitement of like discovering someone for the first time, I think.
Yeah, same here. I'm also like a bit of an Anglophile. I mean, I do love British comedy, but yeah, maybe I'm not as current on it as I might like the way you are. But yeah, I've enjoyed a lot of British comedy over the years. Actually, like just a couple nights ago, my housemate and I were watching some John Cleese specials. There was a John Cleese thing where he played a descendant of Sherlock Holmes called The Strange Case of the End of Civilization as We Know It. That wasn't very good. It was pretty horrible, actually.
Oh, geez.
Um,
All right.
there was a thing called he did just before Monty Python in 1968 called "How to Irritate People," which was pretty funny. We saw like a lot of Python sketches in sort of an embryonic form,
Oh, okay.
and there was a really unusual thing called "Romance in a Double Bass," which was
Ooh.
adapted from an Anton Chekhov story, and he did that with his wife Connie Booth, which
Oh,
was
interesting.
yeah, that was neat. Yeah, so it was neat to see John Cleese in some sort of differentish things.
Okay.
So,
Pretty fascinating.
um,
I did not know that.
but
But
yeah, so
yeah.
I mean, I'm glad this worked out that this happened to be premiering on an SNL Skip Week on an SNL US Skip Week.
Mm.
I guess I should say, since I didn't say this before, it is the premiere episode of Saturday Night Live UK. This was host Tina Fey, musical guest Wet Leg.
Hmm.
As it's the premiere episode, it is, of course, season 1, episode 1. Air date was March 21st, 2026. And it premiered on Sky One.
Yeah, yeah, and it took a while to get to Peacock, but we got it. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it takes a while because it's overseas and they gotta like do whatever they need to do to the recordings over there to get it
But
over
I
there.
think I think their version might be on earlier in the evening
Mm.
than Saturday Night Live is over here because I saw the clock that we saw at the beginning of the show when Tina Fey's coming out for a monologue. It looked like it was after 10 p.m. So
Yeah, like I did notice, like around Saturday night, I think I've noticed that like people on social media were talking about sketches that had just aired,
mhm.
um, like that day. So like around, I would think it might have been like around 8 o'clock our time. The show
Yeah,
was
there's like
over.
a 5 hour time difference.
Yeah,
So
so like the show was over by eight
yeah,
o'clock our time. So and like that's when I noticed like if you go to the Sky Network YouTube page, they were putting up clips and sketches from that show. So it's like, oh, okay, that's
yeah,
interesting.
and oddly enough, on the Sky TV page, they don't seem to have every sketch from the show up still.
Yeah, that's
Only
how
only
curious.
certain ones. I don't know, and not all of update either. There's only like a minute and a half of update,
Yeah, I'm not
which
sure what
is
that's about.
I don't know. But I'm glad that we are both Peacock subscribers, so we could
Hmm.
just watch it in full.
Yes.
I wouldn't feel quite right judging the show on just like portions that were on YouTube.
Yeah. No, we did the whole meal, not just the appetizers.
We do.
Hmm.
So, I mean, if some of those sketches do pop up on YouTube later on, they might have slightly different titles than what we're calling them here.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
just taking our best guesses here. So,
yeah. This is us being creative and giving it our own titles.
yeah. So, yeah. Bear with us if we're off.
Yes.
So, should we dive in?
Let's dive in. Let's do this. This is
Okay.
exciting, man. Good
This
gravy.
this is this
Good
is.
lord.
So, first up, we have Sir Keir makes a difficult phone call cold open. And this is starting out on 10 Downing Street, where, for you ignorant Americans in the audience, the Prime Minister lives.
Ooh.
And current PM Keir Starmer he's afraid to make a phone call to President Trump because he's afraid that Trump will yell at him.
Yeah. What if he yells at me, Lammy?
And
That's how he was doing it.
yeah, and he's talking like Trump's an abusive boyfriend, saying like,
Yeah.
you don't understand him like I do. I can change him. Um,
Right. So it's yeah, the PM is played by George Fouracres.
yeah,
He feels like he's. Do you remember the show Danger Mouse?
sure, yeah.
It feels like he's channeling Penfold in order to do this impression. I don't know if I'm the only one that caught that.
I thought when he put on a wig, there was like a slight Martin Freeman resemblance.
Yes.
He was
Yes.
getting a bit of a Martin Freeman vibe
He did.
from him
Yeah.
when he was playing the PM and a couple other parts he played over the course of the night. But
Yeah.
he doesn't really look like that as himself. It's just I don't know something about him in a short wig.
There is a resemblance. If Martin Freeman
Yeah.
ever hosts a show, like I want them to be side by side together, play like twin brothers or something.
That would be fun. That would
Yeah.
be fun. And his advisor, played by Hamad Animashan.
Yes, he's the deputy prime minister, David Lammy.
Oh, okay. And he says, "Sir, I've taken some steps to help you gain unfounded confidence. So we're bringing in a Gen Z advisor."
Yes, played by Jack Shep.
Jack Shep, one of the younger guys in the cast, and yeah, he's just giving him pointers on how to have lots of confidence when you have no real reason to.
Yeah, it's like he's basically saying Kier's basically trying to set boundaries with Trump while maintaining their relationship. And
Mhm.
the Gen Z advisor says he's good at this. He's good at messy drama. He's been in three thruples, and he's currently gay.
Yeah, and Keir Starmer says, "Well, that's great. I'll do anything except take a stand." So
Ooh.
he decides to like leave a voice note for Trump, just explaining how and why he can't go to war with him
Yeah.
against
By the way,
Iran.
yeah, like voice. Do you call it a voice note? I thought that was interesting.
Um, sometimes I call it voice messages. I've gotten in the habit of calling it voice notes. We tend to call it voice notes in my day job now.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought that was just a UK thing. I was like, I always say voice message. I didn't know voice note was
I
the new
go back
thing.
and forth.
Huh.
Get with it now. Educate
Okay.
yourself.
We'll get there. We'll get to that.
Educate yourself. Yeah, but he's urging Trump to remember all the good times that the U.S. and the UK have had. Like, remember D-Day, remember the first week of the Iraq War, and nothing after that.
Yes. Remember Hugh Laurie on Friends?
Yeah,
Helen Baxendale on Friends?
yeah,
Or when Friends went to London?
yeah.
all Friends
Or
things.
when Joey wore all of Chandler's clothes. Friends was very big in the UK, from what I understand.
Yeah, I get it. There's a
Yeah,
charm there. Yeah.
I mean, and Friends was big, I think, most everywhere, but I think it was particularly big in the UK, and that's why they
That's what
shot those episodes there.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
And but yeah, and then Kier basically tells Trump, like, look, I know you want to start World War III, and that's great, but
yeah,
we don't want to be a part of it. But you can totally use our naval bases whenever you want.
yeah.
And then he hangs up. Then the deputy says, "Good work, sir. You did the bare minimum."
And that's all anyone expects.
Politics.
Yeah, I mean, a pretty good opening sketch, and it's honestly something that I wish the U.S. show did a little more of, is addressing the world that Trump is creating without giving us Trump.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed this cold open quite a bit, and yeah, like
Mhm.
this is some because they took they made the prime minister into a character, and they put him in a situation, and see how he would react in that situation
Yeah,
instead of having him just look into the camera and tell everything that happened throughout the week, which is what we've
yeah,
been getting here in the States. That
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, they created a scenario for him to interact in and created a sketch. Like, yeah,
Yes.
why can't we do that here?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's a better cold open than we've had in a while. In fact, I'm going to say it's the best cold open that SNL UK has ever had.
Right.
Yeah,
Ever.
ever, all time,
Yeah. Full stop.
all time. So yeah, then we get the opening introducing us to the new cast. Let's see, we'll run through them. We've got Hamad uh, Animashan,
Mhm.
Ayode
At about Bambo.
Bambogoy Boy. Yeah, I'm mangling that, I'm sure.
Yeah. That's okay.
Larry Dean, I can handle that.
Bam.
Celeste Dring, George Fouracres, great name.
Great name.
Anya Magliano,
Yes.
Annabelle Marlowe,
Oh.
Al Nash, Jack Shep, Emma City, and Patty Young. So all new to me.
Yeah. Never heard of any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the really interesting opening because yeah, like the music doesn't sound anything like the SNL opening music we've been
Yeah, no,
hearing.
completely new theme. They've got a female announcer.
They got a woman announcer. They're going all woke.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up with that?
Women could be announcers now. I mean, who knew?
Women using their voices? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
women being heard and not seen.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, no, I
Think they're
don't
more,
care for that myself.
they say, "Mom, America." Actually, it's not America at all.
Yeah, and also it's kind of freaky to hear them say live from London. It's Saturday night.
Yeah, there's a bit
I
of
mean, live from New York is just so ingrained in our heads.
there's a bit of a uncanny valley there where it's like, oh wow, yeah,
Yeah,
this, they wouldn't say live from New York, would they? Ooh.
yeah, but it's yeah. Well, unless they were in New York, yeah,
Mm. Makes story checks out. Story
yeah,
checks out.
yeah. And they announce their host Tina Fey. Tina Fey comes out for her monologue.
Mhm.
Honestly, the studio felt and looked remarkably like Studio 8H to me.
Yeah,
It had the same sort of vibe to it.
same vibe. It kind of looks like the outside of. They kind of try to make it look like like the streets with
Mm-hmm.
with the lounge neon signs and the
Right.
club bar signs and live music.
Yeah. We've got a clock prominently placed, and the camera shows that like towards the beginning of the monologue, just like it does on the U.S. version. So
Yeah,
that was kind of neat. I mean, they're obviously aping the U.S. version to a degree.
yeah. It's like they're aping it, but at the same time they're trying to make it its own thing. But at the same time, you do see like the similarities. It's
Mm-hmm.
almost like a sliding doors version of SNL, almost.
Yeah, kind of. Kind of. In one, Gwyneth Paltrow gets a haircut and
Yes,
discovers her boyfriend cheats on her or something. I've never seen Sliding Doors.
I
It's
haven't either.
all I know.
I just know to reference it in
Yeah,
situations like this.
I just know that she gets a haircut in one version, so you can always tell which version, which timeline she's in.
Yes,
So
that
it looked
I do know.
it looked like when Tina Fey came out, it looked like she was having like some sort of wardrobe trouble. She was wearing like this pantsuit thing with a vest, and I think like the top button of her vest came open or something. It looked like she was adjusting that.
Something like that. I thought it was like
Yeah.
maybe like the clip mic or something.
Yeah, I don't know if she was adjusting the mic or if like or the first button of her top popped open, but she seemed to just handle
Ooh,
that, and the camera angles were fortunate that we didn't see anything that weren't
yeah.
supposed to.
No
So
nip slips. No nip
she
slips.
she handled that beautifully.
Like a pro.
Yeah, she bragged that she's the youngest person ever to host SNL UK.
Woo!
So,
Yeah, you might know her from Mean Girls or her Sarah Palin impression, which got a huge applause. I was kind of surprised. Like, oh
mhm.
wow, Palin still plays in the UK. All right. You might know her from Veep, or and they showed a picture, of course, Julia Louis-Dreyfus in glasses.
Mhm.
Then she said things like, "Why do a UK version?" People have been asking. Well, like so many large-scale operations from the US, no one really knows.
Yep.
The,
And she talked about how she can't really understand half the cast members. She says
yes,
one boy is either Scottish or choking.
it is kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Uh,
And we had our first cameo of the night because we're doing the tried and true uh, questions from the audience bit. And we
yeah,
have Nicola Coughlan from Dairy Girls, which is
yes,
a Channel 4 sitcom, which I have never seen. Oh,
uh,
she's also in Bridgerton.
yes, also in Bridgerton.
Okay.
But yeah, she asks, and she stands up. She asks Tina Fey, "Well, why are you hosting? Why not someone from the UK like David Beckham or Judi Dench or Shrek?"
Hmm.
And of course, Tina Fey is like, "Shrek? Wait, Shrek is British?" And of course, Nicola says, well, "Scotland is in Britain. Educate yourself."
Yeah. And Tina Fey says it's a very simple question. None of you fuckers would do it.
Yes, but because apparently British people root for the failure of others,
Hmm.
which I had no idea. I was like, "Why?" And yeah, Tina asks Nicola, "Yeah, why are you people like that?" And of course, Nicola says, "Well, not me. I'm Irish.
Yeah.
Educate yourself."
Yeah.
I do like the educate yourself runner coming back there.
Yeah, that was a good callback. And then we have a very unexpected cameo. We have Michael Cera from Arrested Development
Ooh,
and Scott Pilgrim and all sorts of stuff who's there for some reason. And he's like, hey, you just swore. You're allowed to swear in this version of the show.
yeah,
And Tina Fey confirms that yes, yeah, because Britain's less uptight than we are.
yeah,
Although we like to think of them as more uptight,
yeah.
but
And
not really.
yeah, so then Sarah tries to curse a little bit and he says shitbird and he awkwardly says fuck and whatnot.
Hmm.
And also Tina Fey asks him, well, Michael, what are you doing here? You're not British. And of course, Michael Cera says, yeah, but I'm from Canada. It's part of the Commonwealth. Educate yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
They brought it back.
Yeah, and then finally we have Graham Norton,
Ooh,
show host Graham Norton, who's also in the audience. He says, "Well, this is usually my studio,"
ooh,
and Tina thanks him for using it. And he's like, "Hey, could I give you like a few tips about some of the quirks of this studio?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." And then he comes up and he's got some note cards and he starts interviewing her,
yeah.
and because he says he has a gift for making American celebrities likable to a British audience.
Oh
And
wait,
Tina Fey,
are Americans not likable?
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we got into a lot of British comedy references, and Tina Fey just kind of does a whole run through of famous British comedies like Monty Python, Ab Fab, The Office, and
Yeah.
Fawlty Towers, and all that. I like how she says that Benny Hill really messed her up sexually. So
It was my awakening, but yes.
yes.
But yeah, I thought I was good with like knowing a lot of the British sitcoms, but like they were spouting off a few that I wasn't super familiar. I mean, EastEnders I've heard of, but I've never seen it. The Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin, I'd never heard of.
Yeah, I got
Uh,
nothing.
yeah, Are You Being Served? I know about, and I should watch it because like my
I
dad.
know of Are You Being Served? Yes.
Yeah, I know my dad really likes it, but I've never seen it. And Keeping Up Appearances is another one I've heard of, but I've never seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then there was also they kind of modernized it, talking about some TikTok trend, the nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, which I guess it's like a big TikTok trend over in the UK. I'm not familiar with at all. Okay,
Shrugging my shoulders. Yeah.
got it. But yeah, a fun monologue. I thought I really dug this.
Yeah, yeah, it was fun. Tina Fey, she's an experienced host at this point, so she's pretty game. I think she was a great choice for the host of the first show.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
I bet it was valuable having her around for the first show they're mounting over there, since she's an ex head writer of SNL, so
right.
she knows how the show works in the U.S. in and out, and but she's probably still sensible enough to let them be their own thing. So
Yeah, like it's just a way of being like, hey, and we all know this is like a new thing you guys are embarking on, and no one knows this crew of people or anything. So like, this is a way of me sort of, I guess maybe ingratiating you into the SNL family, and
mm-hmm.
sort of giving you guys a bit of a boost in the start as you find your way.
Teaching them the secret handshake.
Yes, exactly. Letting them know not to look Lorne in the eye when you speak to him. Things like that.
Giving them the ritual branding.
Of course. Giving them John Lovitz's phone number to
sure.
make prank phone calls at all hours of the night whenever you want.
Right.
Yeah, My phone is ringing. Again.
Hello.
Hello.
So, all right, our first sketch, it's a pre-tape. It's another SNL trademark. It's a fake ad.
What?
Yes, for an age-defying skincare where you'll look so young that everyone will think your husband is a nonce.
Yes.
I didn't look up nonce, but I sort of get what it means from context.
I looked it up too, and it's exactly what you think it means. Yeah. Basically, a pedophile, basically.
A slang term chiefly used in Britain for alleged or convicted sex offenders, Ooh. Especially ones involving children. Well, Ooh. That's pretty clear.
Well, he's a right nonce, isn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's cool that they have their own word for that. We need that. We need to bring that over here.
Isn't pedo enough?
I mean, we need to bring the punishment over here.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we need to bring that over as well.
We need a lot of people punished.
Putting pedophiles in jail. I mean, who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
That's crazy enough. It might just work.
Yeah, people that commit a crime go to jail for it. I guess I don't know.
But it turns out they're advertising a skin cream called Underage. Underage.
But of course, it's spelled underage.
Yeah, it's spelled underage with a little accent mark. So it's an anti-aging cream that makes women look so young, everyone thinks that their husband is into underage women.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, very funny premise.
It's a funny premise. Like at one point, one of the guys says, "My wife's skin has never looked more youthful and fresh, and it's destroying my life."
Yes. Yeah, they talk about how just like the husbands are afraid to go out in public anymore because everyone's just giving them so much grief. At one point, like when Tina is with her husband, played by
Al
Nash, yes, and she's like, and the stagehand is like, "Excuse me, little girl, are you okay? Do you know this man?"
And he goes, "Yeah, that's my wife."
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "You sick bastard."
Yeah. And they say at the end it's bipedal.
Get it?
Yeah, and there's a type at the end. I didn't notice this until I rewatched the sketch. It said like, "No guarantee of your husband being arrested, although he'll certainly be questioned and possibly his hard drive seized."
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, yeah. Check it out again. It just flashes at the end. They don't read it or anything. It just appears on the screen.
All
But
right.
this was a funny one. I thought this was probably best of the show.
I would say so. This was a good one.
Yeah,
I like this one. I liked how one of the wives said, "Yeah, my husband lost his record deal and some, but not all of his fans,"
yeah,
which
sure.
is like, oh wow,
That's happened to a few musicians. Yep.
oh, way too many.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far we're off to a good start.
Uh huh.
Good start. So next up, we move into The Last Supper.
Yeah. This is our first actual live sketch of the show. So we've got
David Attenborough.
David Attenborough, played by once again by George Fouracres,
Hmm.
saying, "I'm David Attenborough, and it can't be long now," because David Attenborough is like 99 years old at this
Yeah,
point.
and
Um,
from that first line, I was like, okay, I'm in. That's fucking hilarious.
yeah, um, and
It can't be long now.
he talks about how he's like, I think polls show him to be like one of the most desired dinner guests. So they've decided to, using some of the technology from his brother.
Jurassic Park technology.
Yeah, from his what's his what's the Attenborough who was in Jurassic?
Is it Richard?
Richard Attenborough. Thank you.
Yeah.
Um, they've reanimated some of history's greatest Britons for a dinner party. So we've got like the entire cast in here. We got Winston Churchill,
Yeah.
Isaac Newton, Mary St. Cole. I don't think I'm familiar with her.
I looked all of this up because I knew we would be talking about. So
Okay.
Nurse Mary Seacole was famous for her nursing work during the Crimean War and for publishing the first autobiography written by a woman of African descent in Britain.
Okay. All right.
Hmm.
That's cool. We got Princess Diana.
That's Jack Shep giving
Yeah.
straight up Zoolander eyes to the camera throughout the whole thing.
We have Tina Fey as Agatha Christie, famed mystery author Agatha Christie. Um, and Tina Fey, I guess I should say, she starred in an Agatha Christie adaptation, the third Poirot movie that
Oh,
Kenneth Branagh was doing.
that's
Yeah,
right. Listen to
The
our
Haunting in
podcast.
Venice, which we covered around last Halloween.
Right. So go back and listen to that, guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we have Benjamin Zephaniah, who is a
Yeah.
poet who was awarded 20 honorary doctorates in his recognition of his contributions to literature, education, and the arts, and he was included in the Times list of Britain's top 50 post-war writers back in
Okay.
2008.
Oh, all right. Well, he was new to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm familiar with the next fellow. Is Freddie Mercury from Queen.
Oh,
Yeah. And
dibba-dabba-bo-bo.
yeah, and then we have Queen Elizabeth, who's famous for being the queen.
Yes.
And
And
then lastly, Cilla Black.
Cilla Black. She's
Oh,
a
Black. Okay.
Yeah, she's like a singer from the 60s. She kind of came up in that Dusty Springfield era. She had a hit with the song Anyone Who Had a Heart that Burt Bacharach wrote and Dionne Warwick had a hit with.
Okay.
And then she was also became a host of her own like variety show back in the day.
Okay.
In the UK, of course.
Yeah. So I didn't know 3 out of that bunch.
Yeah, there were a few of them were very UK centric.
Yes. Yes.
But this is SNL UK, so of course.
Of course. I wouldn't expect the average American to know every one of those. But they're debating the question: what makes Britain truly great? And they have to kind of get on with it because the cloning technology only works for 1 hour.
Right, so Attenborough really wants them to have this debate, this
Mm-hmm.
talk about what makes Britain great, but the rest of them are too preoccupied about deciding what starters they should get and who's
Right.
going to pay, and well, are you getting shrimp poppers? Because like if you get them, I'll get them, but
Yeah.
I'd rather have
Should we
soup.
get 3 for the table, or should we get 4 for everybody?
Should we do sticky bits?
Yeah.
Ordering croquets,
Yeah.
and
And then ultimately, Attenborough just pronounces it all the experiment as a complete waste of time and money, and then they're going to move over to the lovemaking portion of the evening, which is running on another channel.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the sketch ended strong, and it kind of
Uh-huh.
petered out a little towards the end. I liked the premise of it and I liked the start of it, but then
Yeah.
as they were kind of arguing, trying to figure out starters and stuff, it was kind of meandered a bit. I did like,
I like the idea of them just
yeah,
getting sidetracked with something utterly trivial, like what sort of starters they're going to order. I like the idea of it more than I like the execution. Maybe if we'd had a little more of Attenborough trying to steer the conversation back on track.
yeah, I think that was
But
it.
yeah,
Uh,
so I think that gag would have landed a little harder that way.
yeah,
So this seemed like it was like halfway there, you know?
it was almost. I did. There were a lot of things I liked. I liked Princess Di just giving a lot of shy, coquettish looks to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people really like Jack Shep's impression. It's a fun one, and I do like the way they had Freddie Mercury just talk in shouty bits from all his songs. Just I mean about like
I
people
think it
on the
was all
streets.
just I think they were all just shouty bits from Under Pressure.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, well, I mean there was the I mean that's from like the Live Aid thing and Under Pressure too.
Oh, okay, okay,
But
yeah,
yeah, it was just like him singing the scat part in
yeah,
his, the singing scat, not the other scat,
yes,
but like him singing the scat part from Under Pressure and people being like, "Oh yeah, you're right,
yeah,
Freddie. We shouldn't have to pay for all this."
yeah,
People
yes, yes. There are people on the street. Yeah.
on the street. I got a kick
I
out of
was
that.
kind of surprised that I didn't. I don't think I realized that Britain has that much irreverence about Princess Diana at this point.
Yeah, I was
I thought
surprised
she was
that.
still sort of a sacred cow over there, but maybe not.
I don't know. I thought she was, but maybe because it's been so long, and like
Hmm.
there are people now that were born after she passed away, so they don't have the connection really to
Mm.
her like that, like people like us do that were remember who she was and when she was alive. So yeah, I guess it's okay to sort of poke fun at her a little bit now.
Yeah,
I guess it's one of
that
those
that
things.
surprised me. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess yeah. The Royals aren't what they once were. I think
No,
that's probably safe to say.
no, they are not. And Weekend Update will get to that.
Yes.
Ooh, ooh, will they get to it?
So next we had a quick thing. Boovies goes to the movies.
No, it's
Um,
Boovies goes to the films.
oh, is that it?
Yeah,
Okay.
because like it's so basically it's like this press junket. This guy named Ed Boovies who interviewing these actors, and he's saying, "Well, welcome. My name is Ed Boovies, and you're listening to Boovies Goes to the Films."
Hmm.
That's a joke, there, John. That's a joke.
Okay. All right. I missed that one.
Yeah, it wasn't a great joke.
Yeah, and we got Tina Fey and one of the other
I think it was Shep.
people.
I think it was Jack
Okay,
Shep
Jack
again.
Shep. They're promoting. They're playing two celebrities. They're promoting their new movie Hot Streak, and Boovies starts out. He's like just praising him. He's like, "Oh, I'm such a fan, and I loved you in this, and I loved you in that, and blah 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 blah." And then finally he says, "Well, your new movie Hot Streak. I watched this last night. It fucking sucked. What happened?"
Yeah, it's a big. I remember the first time he said it, it got like a big laugh from the audience. It's just like,
Hmm.
yes, yeah, it fucking sucked. So like it was so bad, like all the way through. Like what happened?
Yeah,
Why did it
yeah,
suck so bad? And
and
yeah,
yeah.
the actor,
It's the awkwardness.
yeah, the actors were awkward. Like, oh, is our PR guy around here somewhere? And he's like, oh yeah, he's
Hmm.
out getting me fruit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I mean this got you short, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
enjoyed it. It didn't overstay its welcome, and I liked
yeah,
the turn on it.
yeah. I kind of wish it was because it's this thing where in the sketch, like after he said it sucks, which is like
Mhm.
the big pop in the sketch, then
Yep.
it kind of they don't really build on that. It's basically like him telling the actors how much it sucks and them kind of just taking it. And then they go to this part where he shows them the movie on his laptop, but we the audience can't see it
Hmm.
or hear it. There's no sound, and it's just
Right.
him reacting to it. And it's like I don't know, it's kind of quiet in that part. And then he's like, "Oh, this is terrible." Let me close down the laptop, and then I don't know. Like I feel like there should have been a little bit more something there. Like maybe the actor should have been defending their movie a little bit more. They should have been a little bit
Hmm.
more back and forth, but they don't really defend it. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, and then
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
kind of the momentum just gets killed and kind of
Just
slows
petered out
down.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, I wish. I think if we really tried, this could have been good, but this movie really just sucks. I just want everything to stop sucking. Why does everything suck? And
I
then he
mean, I ask
apologized.
myself that question every day.
Yeah. Oof.
Why
That's
does everything suck?
why. I mean, I have some answers, but I don't.
Yeah.
We'll save that for off mic. But
Well,
yeah, then the actors apologize. He said it's all right. Then he goes back to his cheery outro, be like, "Hey, thanks for watching movies." Goes to the films, and then he gets some grapes from the PR guy, and it's like, "Oh, get it? Oh, legend! Thanks, man, legend, legend."
well, I mean, grapes are always good.
They're pretty tasty. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
never not in the mood for a grape.
This is true. This is true. Next, we had another short sketch called The Budger. This is like a group, like a team of people, and they are all trying to make the internet as bad as possible. We've got one guy who suggests like a long, complicated password instead of a easy to remember password. Uh, there's somebody who's in charge of putting small X's on pop-up adverts.
Yes,
So
he's yeah, he called himself the X-Man, and his name is Charles Xavier. I was like, all
yes.
right, I see what you're doing there.
And there's one person who says like, oh yeah, well, there are certain sites that nobody actually visits. I mean, no one intentionally clicks on Family Guy porn, except for me, because that's like what I'm into. But
But that's only because I like to watch it.
yes.
Yeah, and then they go to this scene where the main head guy in charge says it's his job to move the thing online at the last second so you'll click on the wrong thing when you
Right.
meant to click on something else, which
Yeah.
if you're on your phone that happens quite a bit. So
You're scrolling and you're like, oh, I'm going to click on this thing, and then it shifts at the last second, and you click on something you didn't intend to, usually a pop-up ad or something.
right, exactly. So it shows them like the whole team kind of staring at the screen, sweating over this, and like almost like an Apollo 13 like action scene, like the moon landing, and then they move it ever so slightly, and she clicks on the wrong thing. Then they all celebrate. It's like, haha, that's 5 seconds of her life she'll never get back.
Yeah.
And then the person interviewing them says, well, do you get paid to do this? And they're like, no, but let me ask you this: do you get paid for your job? And she's like, yes, I do.
Yep.
And the guy's like, all right, interesting.
Yeah.
And he has like a long pained look on his face without saying anything.
Yeah. Yeah. This is all right. I enjoyed the idea of it. So
I thought this was all right.
So it had a little bit of all right.
That was all right. So nice little, how's your father? Bob's your uncle, yeah? Yeah, not bad. We're doing okay.
Again, it was just like a quick little bit. It was a pre-tape, so it could be a little shorter.
Yeah.
I'd say it worked.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So next up, I don't think we did the title for this one. It just takes place in a pregnant woman in the NHS.
Yeah, I just called it maternity ward.
Maternity ward. Okay.
That's where it's taking place.
Done. Let's do that.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's what I went with, and I feel good about that decision.
I support you and your decision, sir.
Thank you. I'm glad you support my choice.
Yes. 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 Your title choice. Your choice. No, that doesn't work.
Well, so we've got an expected mother, and Tina Fey's like one of the doctors delivering the baby, and they're looking at the baby on the monitor. They've got the
ultrasound.
The ultrasound, yeah. And we've got another actor dressed up as a baby with the umbilical cord and stuff.
Yeah, the actor's like, it looks like in a room full of red curtains, and he's like, he's on
that's
like
what wombs look like. Yeah,
that's what a womb looks like, right?
Yep,
just red drapes.
Yep,
red and pink drapes.
Anatomy in high school. Yes,
yep.
That is what it looks like.
That's what the ladies' insides look like. Yeah. But yes, so the pregnant woman is getting ultrasound. She's been through 10 hours of labor, and they think that the baby's just being shy, and then they're like, oh, it's okay for a baby to be shy. But then Tina, as a doctor, bursts in and says, no, it's much worse. The baby's pretending to be shy for attention.
Right.
And, if they don't correct this, the baby could grow up to be an adult man who's addicted to canceling plans.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
They say that people who make a big deal about being shy are fake-ass divas.
I mean,
And they're only claiming to be socially awkward when it suits them.
Right.
But like if you invite him out to karaoke, he'll sing his little heart out.
Exactly. And I did like how the mom said, "Well, look, doctor, look, I'm no doctor. I'm just a stupid rocket scientist. But maybe
Mhm.
could the baby grow up to be like an introverted extrovert?" And Tina says, "Well, that's pretty much a myth.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
It's
Yeah.
not introverted extrovert. You're either one or the other. Don't come
Hmm.
on, people." And then they show the baby dancing kind of for attention.
Hmm.
The doctor saying, "Look, an authentically shy person would not pop their puss in this manner. Their son is giving cringe and only claiming to be shy when it suits them."
Yep.
Yeah, and then it ends, or not ends, but then at one point,
It stops.
yeah, uh, yeah. At one point, the pregnant woman had to spread open her legs, and the doctor yells in between her legs on a megaphone, telling the baby,
As you do. Yeah.
"As you do, that's how you talk to
Yeah.
babies,"
That's how babies are delivered.
calling the baby fake as hell, and how
Hmm.
they can see right through you, and the baby dances, and they're able to get the baby out by saying that they're going to go do karaoke, and then the baby comes out.
Yeah.
Congratulations, he's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. What do we think of this?
It was so on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was missing a little something. Yeah.
it's an interesting concept, but yeah, I was like,
Yeah. I would have liked a bigger ending.
yeah, just a stronger. There's one sketch towards the end that I really wish had a stronger ending. That I thought was just
Hmm.
it felt like it suffered from the SNL US curse of not knowing how to end a sketch. But
Sure.
we'll get there. We'll get there. But I will say they did something kind of cool here that I don't think I've ever seen SNL in the US do, which is like right after the sketch was
Have a bunch of
over.
British people in it.
Yeah, well that too. That too. But no, like right after the sketch was over, Tina Fey
Hmm.
out jumps off the set, grabs a microphone, looks into the camera and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, your wet leg." And,
Yeah, yeah.
and
She's still in costume. We see her scurry over to yeah.
yeah,
I wonder. I don't know if this aired without commercials in the UK because I know like UK channels they don't really break for commercials the way US channels do. I think
uh-huh,
most of the time. I
right.
think they tend to show programs uninterrupted. But
Yeah, I'm not sure. But
yeah.
like that part though was kind of cool, like a little
Hmm.
almost like punk rock where it's just like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming off this set. Now here's your musical guest." Bam.
Yeah, that
Like,
was
"Oh,
neat.
that's kind of cool." Yeah, so let's get into it. Musical guest, the band Wet Leg. They did two songs, "Man Get Out" and "Catch These Fists," both off of their sophomore album Moisturizer that came out last year. And
Okay, I did not get that the first song was "Man Get Out" because it's all written as one word on YouTube, and I was like, "Manchtout? What is this?
Magnet Town? What is this?
Lahat Helion? What is this?"
Oh,
I don't understand when you run the words together.
I'm pretty sure
Try
it's
to capitalize all those suckers.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's "Man Get Out."
No,
Yeah,
"Man Get Out" makes too much sense, and
Man Get
I
Out.
feel stupid for not realizing that.
Mange Tout.
Manchtout. That's how I was reading it.
Your
I'm
song's
dumb.
your song is Mange Tout, right?
Manchtout. I'm glad you gave the song titles.
Magneto UT? What?
Yeah. Magneto has a UTI. Oh
Oh
no!
no.
Oh no!
Charles. I have a UTI, Charles.
Charles,
The
I
humans
don't care that we have UTIs, Charles.
they'll never understand us, Charles, our UTIs.
You're a god among insects.
Diddle-diddle-dee-dee-dee.
So we got the "Man Get Out" and "Catch These Fists." So I was not familiar with Wet Leg at all before. I'd never even heard of them before this. So I don't know if they're like just big in the UK, if I'm just totally out of touch, if it's some combination of both.
Yes.
Yes, yeah,
Uh, yeah.
probably all those things and more.
Yeah, I would say they probably are bigger in the UK, although they have made a bit of a splash here in the States. They've been on some late night shows, and this first song they performed, "Man Get Out," was featured on an episode of Heated Rivalry, so
Ew.
it got a little bit of a boost there.
Okay.
Not it. This song reminds me of some band from the '90s, and I can't figure out who. It has like a
Hmm.
'90s alt rock vibe to it with a little
Mm-hmm.
bit of, I don't know, maybe like pop singing or pop sensibilities to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the singer has like this kind of breathy, slow, quiet singing voice, sultry type of style.
She
But
enjoys crawling along the floor a lot.
yes,
Crawling
while
along the
we're
floor and singing into fans.
singing into fans, wearing furry football padding.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be her mo.
Yep.
But yeah, like yeah, she does like a lot of that, a lot of writhing on the floor while her band rocks out with their
Fair amount
long.
of writhing, yes.
Yeah, so it's an interesting dichotomy.
Yeah.
But the songs aren't bad. I don't mind them.
I was okay. I think I enjoyed Man Get Out a little more than Catch These Fists, but
Yeah, Man Get Out is a
yeah.
little bit catchier.
Yeah.
Though it's kind of cool in Cassie's Fist where she goes out into the audience and sits between two people. It's like, oh, okay, that's kind of rad. And but yeah, overall, not a bad band. They're pretty all right. Next up, Weekend Update with Anya Magliano and Patty Young.
Young.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how can we do a Joe Che thing
Young.
like for this.
Young.
Young.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, there's no real confusion about how to say
yeah.
young.
But
Magliano.
Meg,
Anya Magliano.
you know,
Yeah.
nothing there. But
Yeah.
I will give a tip of the hat to Mr. Patty Young for keeping his mustache. I mean, that dude has a mustache for days. It kind of reminded me of like Danny Aykroyd back in the olden days of the 70s.
Yeah, and like some of the male cast members were doing like the 5 o'clock shadow thing, and I'm just like, wow, because I think Lauren usually does demand that folks be clean shaven to
Yeah.
give them the maximum amount of flexibility for who they can play and
Yeah.
wear the fake beards and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's like if you're on the Yankees, you have to get a haircut, shaving a
Mhm.
haircut. Two
Yeah,
days.
got to get rid of those sideburns.
Yep.
You know,
Exactly.
if you're an Emil Joaquin, you can't be keeping that mustache.
No, I gotta get rid of that soup strainer there, buddy.
Yeah, got to get rid of that. I mean, otherwise Lauren could like fire you inside of a year.
Ooh. Don't get me started. Don't do it.
Anyway, so it's interesting to hear them talk about like the news stories of the day from a British point of view. I liked how like they were talking about how the PM has sort of agreed to give their consent on aiding in Iran, and Trump is like, consent? Now you've taken all the fun out of it.
Oof. Yeah, they really went hard at influencers too.
Uh-huh.
Like when they're talking about like the influencers in Dubai, or we're trying to escape and struggling to flee,
Uh-huh.
and they must stress it's not all good news. I mean,
Yes.
if any influencers are killed, and we can only hope that they are,
Yeah.
they'll be easy to identify by their dental records, the massive white teeth made in Turkey. God damn.
Yep. Yeah. They were going hard.
But I did like the line, like they were there to evade income tax, and now they're evading incoming attacks.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a line.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty clever.
And they also talked about how they're going to try to secure the Strait of Hormuz, and so they called in a guy from the British Navy, Captain Birdseye, the frozen foods guy.
Yeah, so I looked it up because like I wasn't familiar, but yeah, Captain Birdseye is like a mascot for like frozen this brand of frozen foods over in the UK. It's basically like the Gordon Fisherman.
We have
over there.
Birdseye frozen food stuff over here, don't we?
We do, but I don't think we have like a sea captain as the mascot or as a spokesman.
Maybe not. Maybe he's like yeah. Anyway, so he comes on and they're trying to ask him about Iran, and he keeps talking about eating fish fingers.
Yes. He keeps offering him fish
as us limeys, as us Americans now.
Us Yankees
call them fish fingers.
Yeah, we call them fish sticks.
Yeah.
Get it right. America.
I don't know which sounds more appetizing. Neither one sounds terribly good.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, I liked them, just like douse them in ketchup and shove them in my mouth for lunch. But yeah, nowadays I have more refined palate. I'm like,
sure.
Fish fingers,
yeah. And then eventually it comes out that Captain Birdseye is talking about fish fingers, and his mascot duties are just a cover for his Black Ops works.
Yeah.
And he opens up his shirt and he's got a necklace of human fingers.
Yes. And it talks about how he used to open up a Serbian's neck with a machete,
Mm-hmm.
and he's saying all this as his mustache is falling off.
Yes. Yeah. There were a couple little technical screw ups here and there, which I'm just like, I mean, I'm sure that's like just growing pains and they'll get
Yeah,
over that with time. So, yeah.
they're still figuring it out.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, and they also had some pretty strong jokes for Prince Andrew because
Mm,
you know,
yes.
Prince Andrew's new residence is named Marsh Farm, named after the nearby marsh where his body will be found.
Wow. That was,
God
yeah.
damn! Wow.
And like leading into that, Anya said, like, oh, you're not going to like some of the things you're about to hear, Prince Andrew, but just remember, I'm older than I look.
I was like, are they ballsier than Jost and Che?
Yeah, I think they kind of are. But yeah, named after the nearby marsh where his body will be found. That was hardcore.
Wow, yeah,
I think that was my favorite joke of update. Their
holy,
update was like a bit shorter than the US update. I mean, ours spans like probably about 15 minutes worth of the show.
yeah, no,
Yeah, and this was probably not even 10.
they got in and got out, but still,
Yeah,
what they put in there's some haymakers are up in this motherfucker.
yeah,
Oof. There was that one about um, if Andrew's charged, found guilty, and put in prison, will be able to keep his mouth shut. I sure hope not, said his cellmate's penis.
yep.
What the fuck?
That was a prison rape joke.
Good gravy. Good lord, man.
Yep.
Woo!
Yep.
Coming in hot.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in hot. Shakespeare.
Yeah, we're in Stratford upon Avon, and so we got William Shakespeare, and he's leaving his family. He's just like, "Oh, goodbye, everyone. I'm going to London for a production of The Tempest," and he says goodbye, and then he comes back a few months later, and he's got
An earring.
an earring. What do they call it? Like a slutty little earring?
Oh yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
And then he leaves again for London for the staging of Macbeth. He comes back with a slutty little chain.
yeah. And
Basically,
he's
yeah,
also got like a collar and shorts. He got one of those frilly Shakespearean style collars.
yeah. Basically, every time he goes to London, he comes back a different man because the city changes you.
Yeah, he's a little more metrosexual, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a bit more of
cosmopolitan.
a fancy lad.
Yeah,
Um,
and then he goes away for the, I guess, king, for another one of his
he goes back for Henry the Fourth
Henry
Part
Fourth.
Two, Henry the Fifth,
Yes,
and he comes back played by a different actor.
that threw me off. I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
what are we doing now?
yeah. And he comes back and he's on a motorized scooter. He's got like a little tote bag for Anne Boleyn.
He's got
Um,
sunglasses.
yeah,
Been doing ecstasy.
yeah,
Like Charlie XCX. Oh, I mean
yeah,
Charlie 31, whatever XCX being the Roman numerals. He's in his glow up era.
uh huh.
His son Hamnet has gotten into his bag of cocaine and he
Yeah, and
passes
we see
out.
the actor playing Hamnet, who's like I think kind of crawling back on camera because I guess he went off stage briefly to get the fake cocaine on his mouth.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's the other. Yeah,
we saw him like kind of crawling back, and I was like, oh, there's a little technical screw up that we don't usually see on SNL US.
yeah. And then Shakespeare's like, oh, he'll be fine. He's just a K hole. And then it ends with like all these rave kids that Shakespeare met in London, and somebody dressed as Charlie XCX dancing, and
Uh,
everybody just dances. And
yeah, this was one of those sketches. It's just more weird than funny.
yeah, like I don't know,
I don't know what they were going for here.
I felt like the pacing was kind of off in this one. It
Yeah.
never quite came together. The fact that there's like three other people in the sketch that don't really have any lines, I thought was
No,
weird.
like they had a cast member playing one of Shakespeare's family. Um,
Like a daughter.
yeah, it was. I had a Bemgoy. I have trouble with that last
Oh
name. I
boy.
apologize. Um, And I don't think she had a single line in the sketch, which
Yeah,
was just weird.
yeah. I mean, maybe she had lines, but they got cut at the last minute, but they still put her in. But
Yeah,
either way, it's kind of distracting just to have somebody there and just without saying anything at all. I mean,
yeah.
unless they're extras. If they're extras, that makes sense. But
It was no, but I'm pretty sure that was a cast member.
yeah,
So
yeah. If you're a cast member and you're in a sketch, you got to have some lines.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly. I mean, even if I mean, like the US SNL, they're doing a thing where they try to give everybody some sort of character to play, and it's like no, sometimes you just got to be a spear carrier, you know.
yeah, exactly.
And it's like the sketch isn't about this person and their little quirk, and we don't need to give a quirk to everybody in the sketch. Some people can just be a straight man, but
Right.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I didn't get. And honestly, another thing that kind of weirded me out was like I was like they're getting the Shakespeare plays out of order because like he says like, well, I'm off to go to the premiere of The Tempest, and then later he says like, well, I'm off to for my new play, Macbeth, and I'm like, wait, The Tempest was like the last play that Shakespeare wrote.
I think they're hoping that no one catches that. Like, yeah,
I don't, but I'm just
like
like,
these people don't read. It's
yeah,
okay.
but put them in order, man. You
I
can use the same plays, just put them in chronological order, man.
a quick Wikipedia search could have cleared all this up.
I mean, like literally all you have to do is you don't put the Tempest first, okay?
Yeah,
Put the Tempest at the end.
but yeah, I don't know. I thought the sketch was kind of a dud, and it
Yeah,
just really
it did
is.
nothing for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I don't like it when the show is more weird than funny, and this was definitely more weird than funny.
yeah,
So
so our first SNL UK dud.
yeah, so fuck them.
Fuck. Yep, that's not. It's bound. This show's bound to fail. Ain't going
Yeah,
nowhere.
this show's going nowhere fast. This show's doomed to fail. Next, we had Paddington Bear Experience. So I mean, Paddington, supremely popular character. Everybody and their brother loves Paddington too.
So popular.
I think I read that it's finally joined the Letterbox 1 million watched club
Good.
because everybody just loves that movie to death.
Like, do I have to watch it? Because like it's because even here, people in the states love Paddington Bear. They're like, oh my
Yeah,
god, this movie's amazing. And like, I
yeah.
see the trailer, I'm like, really? This is. I
I,
guess
I I haven't gotten around to seeing it either, and I'm not opposed to watching it. I just
I'm
haven't
not.
gotten around to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw the trailer. I was like, this looks all right. It looks cute, but like people are treating
Apparently
it
it's
like they're
pretty adorable and endearing. There's
yeah.
there's an account I follow on Blue Sky. There's somebody who's like I Photoshop Paddington into another movie until I forget.
Oh boy.
And it's just a fun, goofy page to follow. But
Okay.
yeah, but here the twist is it's the Paddington Bear experience, but they've hired a real bear.
Right.
So the bear is just maiming people.
Yeah. So it's like all these families and a bachelorette party just
Hmm.
going into this Paddington Bear experience, and like you said, it's an actual live bear with a hat glued on its head, and he's just
Yeah,
mauling everyone.
yeah,
I think Tina Fey is the one who's heading up this experience, saying, "Yeah, we wanted to hire the actress from the play, but she wanted too much money. We
yeah,
saw this bear at the zoo, and it's like, all right, yeah, let's use that."
yeah,
Then they did some testimonials. One person said, "Oh, I lost half my face, but I made some memories."
yeah. And like half the people that are interviewing are bloody. I enjoyed this because it was just such a fun, goofy idea.
It's a
Um,
wild one, yeah, for sure.
yeah, I liked it. You want the weird stuff towards the end of the show, so
Yes, for sure. I mean, the
yeah,
last
I'd
sketch,
say this qualified.
I would say the last sketch is even a little weirder, but we'll
I
get to
would say
that.
so.
We'll
Yeah,
get to that. But yeah, I didn't have too many. It's pretty in and out. There's not too much to talk about. But yeah, it's
pretty
just
straightforward. I mean,
pretty
it's just the gag of a bear mauling people, but I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with a bear in a comedy sketch, right?
right.
Tina Fey even made fun of that in 30 Rock, where she was like, all the sketches that guys write are bears and robots. You remember that T. Sean Shannon sketch, Bear City?
Oh
Bear City, Bear City.
oh yeah, wow.
Yeah,
I do. Wow,
and it was
that's a
just like
throwback.
guys in bear suits, like being businessmen and going to places and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a weird one.
it was a weird one. Just a bunch of bears.
Yeah, so I bet Tina Fey loved seeing the pitch for this. She's like, God damn it! I crossed the damn ocean and I can't even get away from the bear sketches.
Can't get away from these bears. Next up, changing room. I'm calling this one changing room.
I also call it changing room.
Hey, how about
Yeah,
that?
great minds. Great
Nice.
minds think alike. Yeah.
Bit-a-bop-bop-bop.
So yeah, Tina Fey, she's going to changing room in a clothing store. She needs to get some new bras, and there's somebody there who offers to help measure her for her new bras.
Yeah, because
I guess that's a thing that happens.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Ladies, let us know.
I tried to get that job, but they turned me away and they put me on a list. I'm not allowed in that store anymore. I don't get what that's about. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, there's a picture of you on their walls. Do not hire this man.
Yeah, do not hire this man. Do not let him offer to size your breasts by feel.
Yes,
he does not work here.
Exactly. Oh, John. Oh boy. But basically in this sketch, like Tina Fey plays somebody who's having a bad year. She's divorced and saggy and alone. Very low confidence.
She needs a pick me up.
Yeah. So the woman played by Emma Seedy, she measures her top and she's like, "Oh, you're a 38B, love." Yeah. And Tina is like, "Well, I guess that's not really a sexy bra size. I guess it's fine. I guess." And then the woman offers to zhuzh it up a bit for the surrounds.
Yeah.
Which was like, huh? And then she said, well, I offer a service where I'd loudly make a point at how to mention how big your bra size is for everyone outside to hear.
Yeah.
And she does that.
Is that a thing? Are women like that impressed with other women's breast sizes?
I didn't think so.
Do they care?
It's not like dudes with dick size, right? No, I don't think.
Or dudes with breast size.
Or dudes with breast size, yes. Yeah. I got these sweet rack. These tasty knockers.
But yeah, so she pretends that Tina's character is actually a 28G.
Which, that's insane.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, crocky, they got a real weight to them.
Yeah.
You nearly poked me eye out.
Yeah, and and then we've got Regé-Jean Page making a cameo at the end, and he offers to buy Tina Fey a drink.
Yeah, because we also learned that Tina Fey she asked the woman whose name is Jugs.
Yes.
Which, I guess. She wants to know if Jugs can zhuzh up her life for the surrounds, because Tina Fey was responsible for editing the BAFTA Awards, and her life hasn't been going great ever since.
Oh yeah, because of that whole thing.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. That was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, we had the fun of some N-bombs there, and
that was fun times.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, but then Regé-Jean Page comes on in to try some underwear. Tina asks him, what are you doing here? And it's like, well, it's a long and sexy story. And then she asks Tina out for a drink, and they go out for drinks, and she says, thank you for changing my life. And that's it.
It's a weird one, right?
It's kind of charming, but I don't know. Like, I feel like the logic of it is kind of off. It's like you said, like, do women really care about boob size like that? And as soon as...
I don't know.
But also, as soon as Tina steps out of the changing room, people can see, like, oh, she's clearly not a 28G.
Yeah, they're all reacting to her.
Yeah, like, she looks...
It's not like she stuffed her bra or anything.
Yeah, she didn't stuff her bra or anything. She just...
And again, I had no idea what size she is, but she is obviously not a G cup.
Yeah, look, I'm no bra expert, but I think I'd know a G when I saw one, if I saw one.
Yeah.
So, like, as soon as
G's are like the size of a head.
Yeah, exactly. They're like basketballs. Like, come on, man. But yeah, like, as soon as she steps out, the jig is up. Like, like, oh, that's not a G. Yeah. So, like, that logic was kind of off. But ultimately, I thought this was slightly charming, but not super funny.
Yeah, it didn't make me laugh a great deal. It was It wasn't like that skin cream commercial.
That's a banger, baby.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah. So in our final sketch of the night, 45 seconds with 4 acres.
hmm
This is an interesting one because it stars, our cast member George 4 acres,
hmm
and he just looks into the camera and starts singing this song. What kind of Irish is your granddad? What kind of Irish
hmm
is your gramps? Is he this? And then he does an impression of an Irish grandfather, and it's his impression of it, and then it goes right back into singing, "What kind of Irish is your granddad? What kind of Irish is your gramps? Is he this?" And then he goes into another one, and then he goes right back again into, "What kind of Irish is your granddad? Is he this?" And then he starts singing this Irish song, actually pretty well, kind of beautifully,
hmm
singing his Irish song, and then Nicola Coughlan from the monologue fellow Irish woman, comes and joins him in singing this song. And then he goes, "Hey, it's Nicola from the Dairy Girls." And
hmm
she says, "Actually, it's the Dairy Girls." And he goes, "It
No,
doesn't
it's just Dairy Girls.
Dairy
No,
Girls."
D.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's just Dairy Girls. And he goes, "It doesn't matter, Nicola. None of this is real. Good night. God bless. Love you all." And
Yeah.
then that's it. And while Nicola looks like she's having a existential crisis, it's like, oh my God, none of this is real. And just like having a meltdown in the background. This was an odd one. This is
It is an odd one. Yeah, I didn't. I don't know if I needed to have an Irish granddad to really get this, or
yeah,
yeah, or if it was just like lost in translation across the pond, or
yeah. This one seemed like a very British sketch, a very Irish centric set. But
yeah.
I did find this one charming. I did kind of like the absurdity of
I
it.
do like him as a performer. I think he's one of the performers I like the most
I
on the
would
show.
agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think like he. I mean, again, I don't know any of these cast members that well, but George 4 acres is like he's my standout performer so far. Like
hmm
I'm keeping my eye out on him. Him I
Yeah,
like.
and
Uh,
I like Anya Magliano.
oh yeah,
I
Anya's good.
I
Patty
enjoyed her.
Young I think is interesting because he has a kind of a funny looking face.
Yeah, yeah.
And
The others I'm still just kind of getting to know.
Hamid I kind of like. I
Uh
think
huh.
Animation.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, 45 seconds of with 4 acres. I kind of like this. I kind of
hmm
like this. And the more I think about it, it's
Yeah,
the
it's kind of the UK equivalent of what uh, the
the which one? The
the
thing,
the
the thing with the
no
thing.
no no like at the end of the show we're doing the guy from Please Don't Destroy, whose name I'm blanking on, not
Oh,
Ben Marshall,
Matt. Oh, Martin,
John
Martin,
Higgins. Yes.
Martin Hurley, Martin Hurley.
Yes, Martin. I don't know why I was blanking on Martin Hurley's name. It's kind of like the things that he's doing at the end of SNL these days.
Yeah, it was interesting one. It's definitely like absurdist, kind of offbeat, quirky
hmm
humor, but I didn't mind it. Like I was like, okay, this good. Like once I kind of locked into what he was doing, I was able to
hmm
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's our very first episode, our debut episode of SNL UK,
Our big day butt. Yes.
a
Yes.
big debut. Uh,
Yeah. Doing the butt.
sexy, sexy, yow. Uh, I liked it. I thought. I mean,
I enjoyed it more than not.
yeah. I mean,
It's a mixed bag, like SNL always is. But I
yeah,
feel like there's some potential there. There's room for improvement. It wasn't heinous.
right.
I I thought it translated to the British idiom pretty well,
Yeah,
and I think as time goes on, they'll find their own voice more and more. So
I would agree. You know, to quote you, it wasn't heinous. There was a lot. There was more in there that I liked and didn't. It wasn't
mhm.
all bangers. There was some stuff that was kind of iffy. But
Yeah,
I there's room for growth. I think there's a lot of potential here, and
yeah.
like you
I think
can't.
they've got some talent. So
Yeah, like you can't judge an entire like show off of the very first episode. I mean, if you went back and looked at the first episode of the US SNL, which we did, episode 100, go
yes,
back and listen.
we did.
Like that first episode was kind of touch and go. It wasn't
I mean,
perfect,
that was really all over the place because they didn't entirely know what the show would be or should be.
right?
Yeah, I mean here they have 50 years worth of the SNL formula to kind of emulate. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
So they already have a leg up on that. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, I feel like there is room for growth. There's a lot of things in here I like. I mean, those weekend update jokes. Who boy,
Hmm.
those are fucking diabolical.
Yeah.
So like I look forward to it. Like I think there's a lot of good stuff here, and I look forward to the future of SNL UK. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know if we'll talk about every episode on
I
this
mean,
podcast.
I'm not even sure if I'm going to watch this every week. That might be like just a little too much SNL in my life. But
Okay.
I mean, I can see myself periodically checking it out, dipping in and out.
Yeah.
And if there's a host that I'm interested in.
Yeah. Well,
So, and
I'm
they've announced the hosts and musical guests for the next couple shows. We got Jamie Dornan, um, the guy from the Fifty
50,
Shades of Grey,
50 Shades of Grey, and
yeah,
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey and 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of
Uh,
Grey. 50 Shades of Grey Part 2 still graying.
yeah. 50 Shades of Grey 2, Electric Boogaloo,
Yeah.
and then a musical guest, Wolf Alice. And then after that, Riz Ahmed, who's a British actor and rapper.
He has the Riz.
Yeah. And then musical
Ahmed.
guest, Kazabian.
Kazabian, yeah.
Kazabian.
Yeah, Kazabian.
So they're coming up the next couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. So,
And
yeah.
we'll see where this goes. I don't know how many episodes they're doing in a season. I mean, I know British TV seasons
The,
typically.
the,
Oh, it says it's going to be an 8 episode first series. So I guess they're just going through till like May.
yeah, I think they
Yeah.
were going to do 6, but then they got an extension, so it'll go up to 8.
Okay. All right.
So
Yeah,
the network feels good about them. They feel positive, so.
And the reviews have been decent at
Yeah.
least. So
Positive. It's not a
mhm.
stinkeroo. So, yeah. Onward and upward. But
Yeah.
enough about us. What do you guys think? What do you the listeners, the fine listeners of this podcast think? So, well, let's check it out. Well, our good friend Lee Hot the Lion saying, "Well, surprise, I liked it. I thought it was cool that they can curse. The sketches were all right. They kept looking at the cue cards, which they did, but the weekend update had some bite to it. Other than that, it was probably top 5 of SNL we have seen so far this year.
Mm.
Also, happy belated birthday to the Big D."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that means me, not the
Yeah. No, I think that. Yeah,
not
I think that does mean you.
but not the
Yeah, I don't think we're judging up anything there.
yeah
Yeah.
for the surrounds.
Yeah. Our friend Nick Store says, we're grading this on a curve, yes? I mean, if this had been regular SNL, we'd be ready to sign its death warrant.
Ooh,
But it's not, and it had promised surely. It's finding its feet. It was a good starmer. I liked Weekend Update. What kind of Irish is your grandpa was what I wanted from a British SNL. Yeah, I mean, with the Prime Minister Starmer, I am not qualified to say how good the impression was at all. So just because I have a limited familiarity with him. So
yeah. It just seems like he played him like a cowardly man.
yeah,
Like I said, Penfold from Danger Mouse. That seemed to be the blueprint.
Shush.
I don't know what to do, Lemmy. Crumbs. He's going to yell at me. Yeah. What else? Who else we got? Dan Tappan
Hmm.
saying, "Woo! Can't wait to see how it translates for you. I reckon it'll be a bit uncanny valley."
Yeah, and he is in Cardiff from London. So
What?
yeah, so he's a British listener.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh yeah, he couldn't resist.
I couldn't. I'm sorry. I apologize. All right, that's it. That's the last one for.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the last one for this episode.
So a little bit, yeah. I mean, it did feel a little like an Earth 2 version of SNL at times. We also had our friend Jeff Knapp. Oh, I just lost it over on Facebook. I had it up,
Oop.
and
Oh yeah.
give me a second. I'll get it.
Okay. All right. Well, while you're getting that,
Yeah.
we can tell you to follow us on the Blue Skies at SNL Nerds and donate to our Patreon at Non-Productive.com and listen to this on the YouTubes, on our YouTube page, Non-Productive, and you can follow me on all the social medias at Darren Credible, DARIN Credible.
Yeah. And you can follow me on the socials at Trumbull Comic. That's TRUMBULL and the word comic. So I got Jeff Knapp's comment up. That's on Facebook when I shared this on Facebook. He says, I didn't get through it. Some of it is obviously lost on me as a Yank. So the cold open with Starmer trying to get out of speaking to Trump was funny in concept, but since I have no working knowledge of Starmer, no idea if it was funny on those merits. Monologue had Tina Fey doing the best she could. Standard questions from the audience with famous plant spit, with Graham Norton batting cleanup and taking the stage with Tina to ask her a bunch of questions, which ended with her spouting a bunch of UK comedy catchphrases to prove her bona fides, which was pretty good. I anticipate the initial reveal of the host before they descend the stairs to become insufferably self-indulgent with people doing dances and poses while on the upper landing. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, so they got the host kind of going down a staircase, and you can kind of see them through the window when they're heading down. So
yeah, I thought that was kind of neat.
Interesting. Yeah, so yeah, maybe it will become insufferably self-indulgent. Who knows?
Maybe. I don't know.
He says the underage anti-aging ad was funny, if not 30 seconds too long.
Oof.
I didn't think that was too long.
Yeah, wow, this guy's coming in hot with his stuff.
Dancing Fetus lacked a real payoff of an ending, but I didn't mind it that much. I was interested in Update because I really like Amia Magellano after seeing her series on Taskmaster, and I had no prior knowledge of her co-host. So if there was a pre-existing dynamic, it was lost on me. Felt like an imitation of our Update, and Amia might have winked at the camera one too many times. I think it sometimes plays better when one is cheeky without drawing attention to it. I pretty much tapped out after that. So.
Oof! All right.
So,
wow.
Jeff a little mixed on it. Yeah, we got to have Jeff on the show, on the podcast one of these days.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
sounds figure out something.
Yeah,
to do. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Let's have him on. Let's let's do it.
Jeff, you're officially invited.
Boom, done.
Yeah.
Come on down.
So and please, check us out on the Blue Sky, on the Facebook. Go over to YouTube. You can find all the archive of all our past episodes of the podcast. If this is the first time listening to the podcast, welcome. Thank you for listening. Thank you for rating and reviewing and telling your friends and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, and should we let the people know what we're going to be doing next week?
Let's let the people know what we're doing next week. Why don't you do that? Why don't you tackle that?
Yeah, next week we're gonna go back to the old way of doing things, talking about an SNL related movie. We're gonna talk about Anchorman 2. The legend continues. We're gonna go back, watch it. Is it? Yeah, is it? I remember when the movie came out, it didn't do great. We're gonna go back and see if there's was it as stinky as people made it out to be, or is it actually better than people thought it was? So yeah, next week, Anchorman 2. We're doing it. Bam.
Yeah, Anchorman 2. Looking forward to it. Covering that.
Oh.
So that'll be fun. I remember liking this. I remember this being a pretty good comedy sequel. I haven't watched it in a little while, so it'll be interesting to see how that holds up. It's
been a minute, but I remember when it came out. I don't think it did as well in the theaters, and people were a little bit cooler on it than they were the first one, if I recall correctly. So either way, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it had a warmer reception than I remember. But I don't know. We'll check it out and we'll see. We'll dissect this baby and serve it up to you, the listeners, hot and fresh on the SNL Nerds podcast.
Yes. So join us next week for Anchorman 2. But until then, Nerds out!
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.